Potter's Journal. It is June 16th, 2022. Today on a Potter's Wheel, we will be making some garlic grater plates. But first, this will be almost like a kiln order opening. I've assembled an order for the olive tap. Okay, let's see what's going on in the studio. And this is the new studio setup, or should I say showroom. Somebody's already been here and bought some pots, so that's working out well. Let's look at the pots here assembled for the olive tap. It'll be almost like a kiln opening. This is the pot we're making today. Grate the olive oil, the herbs, the spice. Maybe we'll get to the farmer's market. Okay, and get what we need to test that out. These are all blue. These are all blue. This is made to sell. This is an order to go out. The little ones, I did one with the green. Okay. And the question here is, is it too much like the olive oil? A good olive oil is going to have a dark green color. Or, marketing-wise, does it suggest a good olive oil? So we will find out. The only thing, too, about these is they look like ashtrays, maybe. But I haven't had that problem yet. I won't allow them to be used as that. The same with my pie plates. What else is here? This is what I've got. I've got about 40 of these made that still need to be fired. And I had two glaze combinations. One with a new glaze that I blended on the bottom, and I found out when I dip it in the glaze, I can wipe the glaze off the rim while it's still wet, and then put it in the blue. I actually had a prong that I held down there somehow, and like that, so it was a trick to decorate, but that I thought was a good combo. The spouted little olive pourers. Okay, I think here I was just experimenting with the glaze. So I've got all kind of combinations. And this is the one I like, with the slip and a beigey tan blended glaze and the sea mist on the top. So that's the combo I like. And with the dark black slip under the blue, it didn't work here, but when it does work, when I get it just right, I'm real happy with that one. And let's see what else. Back to the little olive dipping bowls. This is the sample, the import that he got to sell. So, and this what he's moving up to. And this one was with a combed through, and this one was with the end of the needle tool. So I think it cleans it up and sharpens it. So I was happy with that. What else is there? Oh, he spotted the shots and said that would be the perfect item for holding the toothpicks. Also, over here, when I sell them, I usually put a couple toothpicks in and a little olive snack thing to give people the idea. So I've got quite a few of those. Maybe we will insert anything else. I think that's most of it. There are a few other pieces too. Real quick run through the studio, and then we will get off to the farmer's market. Not tomorrow, the next day. Okay, this is a little individual garlic grater oil dipping plate. And now I'm at a half a pound. 8 ounces, and this is 1 3/4 pounds. Probably a generous amount for making a group serve olive oil garlic grater dipping plate. Okay, and to open this, they teach you to go in like that and pull out. Well, that's just going to give you an S-crack up across the bottom. We are going to open this low and wide. I've got this hand pushing in out here, and my thumb, I'm pushing down on it, and it is compressing and opening a wide space in the center. Okay, so hopefully avoiding any S-cracks. So now we'll get to the way I guess people are taught. Okay, so the small little individual serves, in this case, I made them as small as possible. They're going to the local olive tap in Pittsburgh, and I think they're going to be part of gift baskets. So in this instance, we want them to be, okay, cheap, inexpensive little things, but for the group serve, it might as well be a generous size that you can convince people to pay a little bit more for one that's got a little more dimension to it. Okay. And I'm using the wheel as a guide as opposed to calipers. The okay, size of the bat, I'm going approximate there. And see, we will bring up the side here just a little bit. But for the most part, I am doing this with a rib. And pushing in, okay, we are arching it out. And compressing, okay, against the rib. And then when we get down there, these are going to come directly off the bat. I am not going to trim them. So some people would come in and trim here with a special special metal tool, but I'm just going to take this wooden rib and push in under there and against my finger, compacting the clay and using the clay, as opposed to trimming it off and giving this a little more size. Turning the same rib with the rounded side over to give the curve of the inside of the bowl. I don't want a ridge down here. This is a dipping plate, and we will round off, okay, the lip again if I haven't done that yet or too soon. Okay, now the bottom, to round that off, if you just use a rib, it often at one end or the other catches and cuts into the plate, so I put a sponge between it. Okay, avoiding that problem. And I don't use a lot of tools. Basically, here's, I guess, a new version of something. It's too big, so I cut it or fold it here in half, and holding very steady. And then removing very slowly until I get the points, okay, on the rib, or on the ridges. And I am gonna, this is only gonna, and that we will pick up later. I think we'll just make them, okay, that'll come up now. Two little, these are probably only gonna go in one glaze, so I will put a couple little grooves here to catch and pull that glaze for a little added interest. And this is not really something you use so much for yourself. This is more something for gatherings, celebrations, and you want to make a presentation of such a simple, okay, hors d'oeuvre dish. So we will put, okay, 3 little fluted on opposite sides, fluted edge bit here to suggest, okay, a handle or a place to lift it.
that a Greek friend often would make a huge presentation of placing it before you. And with that, okay, even after the hands are pulled away, we still have that presentation suggest.
Okay, it is now June 20. I wanted to get you the farmer's market, but it's hard to, take a camera around in public. Plus, I was busy selling pots. Actually, more pots than plants, which still is not saying much, but, the olive tap, he did, place his order. He's going to take a few things like this, the chip and dip. Fortunately, the olive pour bottles, I went looking for the little spouts that goes in there. I didn't have them, but he does, so I don't have to worry about that. The garlic grater plates, and here's the big thing, stacks of the little ones. And he said he'd take all of the little, and here I've got one with the herbs sitting in it, but they were using his oil things. It's going to take all of this first stack, all of the second ones I got made, and I will have to get busy making the next stack. I like them because they fit in the kiln around bigger stuff like the chip and dip plates and my pie plates. Space that was not previously wasted, but I put filler that I really didn't need to be firing, like maybe test pieces or little things I didn't sell. So now that space is filled and sold. I tried to get, to put this thing to the test. Put it to the test. Okay, it's spring. This is, well, I guess it's the first day of summer. This is all I had left on garlic from my garden, so we're barely going to do anything there. I wanted to get a good loaf of bread at the market, so I had to do a loaf of focaccia myself. But I ended up burning it, so it might go better in the salad. But I might not impress you there, but I will say that this is something I'll show you how to do. Store-bought phyllo dough. It always just breaks apart. I find it easier to make my own from scratch. Okay, let's put this stuff to the test.